What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Coach Plays. Another video in the truck because we got some more breaking news, and I just want to go ahead and record a video and get it out there. So I made a video a couple days ago about the chances of Arthur Smith becoming a head coach. He was a hot candidate. If you don't know who Arthur Smith is, he's been the Tennessee Titans offense coordinator for the past 2 years, and he has taken this offense to heights it's really never seen before. It's pretty historical what the Titans have done. But anyways, made a video about how he was a hot candidate. And when it came out that the season ended, he ended up getting interest from all 6 jobs available, which really never happens for one candidate. So it just kind of showed you his interest level and what people kind of thought of him and what he's done at Tennessee. So he had multiple interviews. He had multiple interviews with same teams. And then this morning it comes out that the Atlanta Falcons gave an offer to Arthur Smith. At that time, Arthur Smith was scheduled to meet with the Detroit Lions. He then declined that meeting. He was staying in Atlanta. Once he declined that meeting, I felt like the writing was on the wall. I felt like the writing was on the wall that he was gone, period. I just felt like when you get that sort of interest, I feel like eventually someone's going to take you. But I felt like the writing was on the wall once he declined the option to interview with the Detroit Lions. And it is now breaking news that Arthur Smith has accepted the job at the Atlanta Falcons. So the Atlanta Falcons' next head coach is Arthur Smith, the former offensive coordinator for the Tennessee Titans. As a Tennessee Titan fan, I'm upset. It sucks. But I'm happy, and I wish him the best. I think he's a good dude. I think he's a heck of a play caller, and I hope he gets success. I mean, he's in an NFC, so I don't really care too much. I did not want to see him go to Jacksonville, did not want to see him go to Houston. Luckily, he didn't. He goes to Atlanta. He's able to stay close to home. He's been in this organization for the Tennessee Titans for about 10 years now. He's worked under a lot of people, and he's worked under a lot of head coaches, and I think that, that's really good for him, like a lot of OCs that's been head coaches. So, and then if you're a Tennessee Titan fan, this is what you got to kind of tell yourself. I'm so pissed we can't keep continuity, had him for 2 years, and the last OC, he ended up being a head coach, the guy who went to Green Bay, forget his name, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. But, that's the price that comes along with having a really good offense or a defense, vice versa. It don't matter. You want to be good. You want to put up stats. You want to break records. You want to go far in the playoffs. The moment the Tennessee Titans offense and Derrick Henry rushed for all those yards and Tannehill won the comeback player of the year and the Tennessee Titans went to the AFC Championship was the moment that Arthur Smith became some big news. And then for Tannehill to back it up, Henry to back it up, and rush for 2,000 yards. And then you have almost two 1,000-yard receivers. You win the AFC South. Unfortunately, it didn't end the way you wanted it to, but you had a lot to be proud of, and you had a lot of success. You go from 9-7, you go to 11-5. I mean, it's going to happen. I mean, teams are firing their coaches and looking for the next best guy. And what Arthur Smith has done, it's just, like I say, you can be bummed about it, but you don't need to be pissed about it. I mean, it is what it is, and now it's up on Mike Vrabel to hire the next best replacement for Arthur Smith. And I think he'll do a good job with it. The biggest thing is, he knows this, but you need to find someone who is going to not reinvent the wheel and just do what's best for this offense and what fits this offense. Ryan Tannehill is really good at play action, because he's really good at handing the ball off to Derrick Henry. A.J. Brown and people like Corey Davis, if he comes back, are really good at beating one-on-one routes due to Derrick Henry forcing 6 to 7 to however many guys in the box it takes to stop him. I swear, it was like 8 guys in the box for Baltimore. So you don't want someone to come in who's going to reinvent the wheel. You want someone to come in, play that hard-nosed football, under center, do a lot of play action, do some 2-man, 3-man routes on top of that, take some shots deep. And I think Vrabel will do that. So hopefully it just all works out for Titans fans. Now, to end this video, we're going to go into the Atlanta Falcons aspect of this. I think Arthur Smith can do good in Atlanta. They're just going to have to make the right decisions. Matt Ryan, you hear reports that they might be done with him, ready to move on. Matt Ryan's still got a lot left in the tank. I don't want to see him go to Indianapolis. If they keep Matt Ryan, I think they can still do good things, but they might be time to go ahead and move on and try to draft a quarterback. So when you look at the Atlanta Falcons, of course, they still got talent. They've got a great receiving core. They got Todd Gurley. They might want to pair him up with another one. I'm not an Atlanta Falcons fan. I can't tell you too much. I know the defense needs some improving, needs some new bodies. But when I look at that division, you got the Saints and the Buccaneers are running it, and both their quarterbacks either are done or they have 1 year left. Drew Brees, there's some reports out that he's done after this year. I think Tom Brady's got 1, maybe 2 more years left. With that being said, if they make the right pieces, Atlanta could eventually take over the division after next year probably. Buccaneers are still going to be stout, but maybe they could push New Orleans for that second spot. Carolina is Carolina. I just, no offense to Teddy Bridgewater, I don't know if he's there. But I think it's a really good landing spot for Arthur Smith. I think Falcons fans should be excited. They might not know a lot about Arthur Smith, but I think they should be excited. I think he's a really good play caller. I think he does what's best for the personnel. I think he fits his offense to the personnel, and he doesn't try to fit a square peg in a round hole, and I think that's what makes him great. Sometimes it pays to be a little bit more simplistic, and even if someone knows what you're about to run. I mean, if you're good and you execute, can't stop it. So that's my 2 cents. Breaking news, Arthur Smith accepts the Atlanta Falcons job. That was per sources of the boys, but it is starting to break out a lot more. Adam Schefter. So let me know in the comments if you're a Tennessee Titan fan, what's your thought on this? If you're an Atlanta Falcons fan, let me know in the comments. Are you excited? Are you not excited? Do you not know who this guy is? So let us know. And like I say, I think Atlanta can improve and can start to take back over that division if they hit on some picks. If they're going to move on from their quarterback position, they're going to have to make sure they get a guy. They're going to have to make sure they get that right guy. But as far as now, with all this being said, Arthur Smith is now pushed in a role he's never been in. He's a great play caller, but he probably won't call his own plays. So you're only good as your assistants in this league, in any league, I think. You're only as good as your assistants you hire. So he's going to have to hire a really good staff. But I think from everything you hear, everybody raves about the type of guy Arthur Smith is. They say he's a great guy, genuine guy. He's not a me guy. He's not even a media guy. He's not going to pump up his own name. He just goes to work. So with that being said, I think he's going to have a lot of people who hold him in high praise and want to work with him. And I think he'll be able to put up a staff. So that's his first and foremost biggest thing he's got to do is put a staff together. But we're already at almost 9 minutes. This already probably took a little bit longer than I wanted to. So let me know, Falcons fans, Titans fans, what do you think of this hire? Guys, if you like the video, and subscribe to the Coach Plays. Until next time, guys. Peace.